What's up, guys and gals? Welcome to the Extreme Nerd Table. Well, to another episode of Extreme Nerd Table. I have some co-hosts and some guests with me today. I have Anthony, my ride or die co-host. I have Randall. I have the Simply Impenetrable Crowcast. And reading the 2099 upside down. Anthony, be right back. Anthony had froze for a second.
He was just here.
Yeah.
He's frozen and he can't get up.
Yeah. There we go.
Tony.
Florida internet.
We got you. All right, guys. We're gonna be talking about Loki. We're gonna be talking about a bunch of stuff today, but we're gonna be talking about Loki since
Wait,
hold on.
you're on the other side. You moved.
let's move the panel. Okay.
You moved again.
So we'll move it this way since we're all like me and Daryl are in the boat that we don't like it so much, but Anthony and Randall actually like it more than we do. So I want to see why they like it, and then we'll explain why we don't like it.
Well, you see, I like it because it's got Owen Wilson in it. And
Wow.
Owen Wilson,
Wow.
I really like, first off, the thing that's the best is his crooked nose. The way the lighting is on his nose, it looks like he has a hole in his nose, first off.
Holy
Secondly, here's the deal with me. Anything that has to do with time travel, I love time travel. Anything Doctor Who, anything alternate reality, anything that makes me think about Marty McFly in the parking lot with the DeLorean and the terrorists. You get me. So I like the fact that at least the show started. Daryl says, fuck it, I'm just going to read a magazine while I'm here. Wizard. So the thing is, I like Loki because of hearkening back to the Endgame scenes. First of all, it was nice and nostalgic seeing the real Marvel superheroes instead of Captain Winter and the Falcon Soldier. All that shit that we've seen, it was nice going back to the original heroes. I like the fact that Loki is seeing his own death in an alternate timeline. And I like that illusion that maybe he's committing the crimes in an alternate timeline too. That hasn't played out yet. But I just like historical time travel shit. I'm a big S.H.I.E.L.D. fan. And when I say S.H.I.E.L.D., I don't mean even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., although I do like Chloe Grace Moretz on that show. But I hearken back to all the things that were introduced by Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Dick Ayer, and then Jim Steranko. All the real old Nick Fury S.H.I.E.L.D. shit that was developed by Stan Lee and Marvel in the early 60s, that is now going full circle back to this show. Because whatever the fuck council and whatever that was all introduced in the 60s Marvel shit. And I like that Silver Age Marvel shit because I think story-wise, it's the most interesting. I like Loki. Tom Hiddleston, he's one of those guys. I like English accents. I like time travel, Doctor Who, whatever. Have Tom Hiddleston read a phone book for a half an hour is still more interesting than almost anything Marvel's put out since then. And that's my opinion. Only my opinion. I just think it's good acting. And Owen Wilson is pretty convincing and cool. I like banter. I like that banter, and the dialogue was head and shoulders above. Just the scene alone where he says, I would like you to sign off on every word you say. And he's like, excuse me. And this one, what? In this one, shit like that. I like that crazy stuff, that out of your mind shit. And I just like it. And I also like the fact that there is an organization out there that does have the ability to alter shit that's really going on. So That's it. That's the only reason I like it. I like time travel. I like English accents, and I like the character of Loki. I think he's one of the best characters Marvel's ever had on screen, my opinion.
What the only villain that hasn't actually died yet?
Well, he's died a couple of times, but we're gonna bring him back for the show.
Yeah. So what's your argument, Randall? Or did Anthony make it for you?
I halfly agree with Anthony. I mean, the show is just one. It's quirky. It's really quirky. Even like the production value. Granted, some of the production value of the two previous Marvel shows, you can tell like some episodes where they put a lot of money into it, and then some episodes they didn't so much. They kind of like were low on the budget. So and a lot of times the budget's always going to be heavy on the first episode because they want to hook you in that first episode, and that's exactly what Loki does. It hooks you in. I mean, granted, it was very easy for them to use footage from an Avengers film to add on to, like, one, they didn't have to refilm any of that. All they had to do was just take it, put it there, and they're simply doing that so that you understand and you're caught up as to like what version of Loki we're seeing, and then what happened to him, where did he go, what's going on, and it, like, I love how they talk about time, how time moves and flows differently, So the truth is, it's hard to pinpoint exactly where this Loki is fit in with current Marvel continuity, right? Because remember, in Endgame, they jumped 5 years, but this Loki was from 2012, and then he takes off, or technically it's still 2012, but then he's in the TVA. So the TVA, who knows what time frame that they're in? They probably exist outside of time, which is how they're able to operate and kind of control and watch over the time stream and the I love how they explained it, like when they did the animation. I like that they talk about how there's a multiverse. There was a multiverse war, which I think is foreshadowing that there will be another multiverse war. In fact, that multiverse war might end up being called Secret Wars. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is all set up for 10 years from now for the next.
We'll be dead when the movie comes out, though.
I'm still at least that's the plan. And but yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows what, and that's the brilliance of the Marvel shows, is that they're still trying to push forward the MCU. But I feel like the whole MCU is going to change the minute X-Men are introduced. I feel like it's going to be the X-Men show when the X-Men start to appear. But that's not far, that's not until another 5-10 years from now. So that we don't have to worry about. Right now we're focused on what they're putting out now, what's happening, and where we're going from here. So so much of what they're doing is build up and set up. But this first episode, like you were mentioning before with Owen Wilson, what I love about Owen Wilson is here's another actor who's been around for a while. In fact, his career was around before Tom Hiddleston even blew up and became famous. So you have 2 seasoned actors at this point. And the way that you mentioned the banter, the way that they talk back and forth, Owen Wilson can carry his own, so him and Tom Hiddleston just going back and forth with each other. So the writing was great. I found out that the guy who wrote, or one of the writers or the showrunner of Loki actually co-wrote, or he's one of the producers and writers on the Doctor Strange sequel. So I'm excited for that. I mean, everybody thought WandaVision was going to basically be leading into Doctor Strange 2, when in fact I think it's the Loki TV series that's going to be leading into. One of the rumors is that spoiler alert, Owen Wilson is kind of recruiting Loki because there is somebody on the loose killing people, killing the TVA police, and so basically, and they say that it looks like it could be a variation of Loki. So they think it's another version of Loki, so they're trying to get Loki to help. But the rumor I'm hearing is they think that the person that's going around killing all running loose through the time, time stream is the rumor is it's supposed to be what's his name? Kang.
King the Conqueror. That's what I heard. Yeah.
It's
So it could be
Mephisto.
Kang. If they end up revealing that it is Kang, because Kang is supposed to
Agatha
appear
Harkness.
in Kang is supposed to appear in Ant-Man 3.
Right.
You know, so I don't know. We'll see. Like, it's interesting where they're going with this. Hopefully they don't. I don't think they're going to drop the ball. I mean, Marvel has a very good track record of, doing well. So.
All right. So I'll have Daryl make our argument. Yeah. Let's see what Daryl has to say about this.
One, I think the comedy is absolutely ridiculously bad. And that's one thing that Marvel shoves down your throat. This comedy.
Gag on it.
It's just ridiculous. They're just like, stop. Just stop. I mean, and one of the things that Anthony, you mentioned with the, like, this is every word you've ever said. And it's like, there you go.
Oh, it's thicker than that.
He had more. Yeah, well, okay. There, it was this big.
Hold on. You mean like this?
He probably didn't say a lot when he was a child.
Dude, in like one movie, he spoke more that was in those sheets. But I mean, it's like that's one of those prop jokes. Just don't. And they're going through the little maze just to have time so you could watch that video. It's like, just stop. I like him though as Loki. I think he's really good as Loki. But I'm just wondering how many more times is he going to die? So just stop. And I also think one of the main reasons that they make these shows, it's not money for them so much. It's money for the key collectors. That's what it's all about. It's the spec people. It's like Randall, you just mentioned like 5 characters that may or may not be in the movie, and therefore the spec people are like, oh, we need to go find Kang.
Or
we need to go find some more
Loki and all these other.
We need to go find some more. Oh, I heard somebody say Moon Knight. We need to go find Moon Knight now. It's like, just stop.
Oh no, they've already been hunting for those characters anyways. I mean, at this point, it's a safe bet that every first appearance of every Marvel character ever made,
I said that 3 years ago. Yeah. Like, just every character you can find, just buy it. And just because it's ridiculous. And I find the show to be, it was hard for me to watch the entire show. It was very difficult. And I as soon as I watched that, text one of my friends like, I'm tapping out after one episode. This is ridiculous. But
your throat was hurting.
So Daryl gave it 1 episode. I'll give it 3. I'll give it 3, and I'll see if it pulls me in. I'm in the same boat he is. So my big thing is, you know what I mean. I didn't really. I mean, I enjoy him as Loki, but I didn't. The show kind of didn't entice me enough. Where I want.
Were you confused?
No, not confused. I was just not enticed enough to want to see episode 2 or 3. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna give it episode 2 or 3. But it didn't entice me enough where I want to go back and watch it. You know what? I got other. You know what I mean? Other things to watch besides Loki.
Now, had Loki mentioned Vampirilla, then it would have enticed you, right?
Nah, man. But that wasn't it, man. It was just, you know what I mean? It was not my cup of tea because I liked the WandaVision stuff more than I liked this. So
because there was no females in the show. That's what it was.
That is my one thing that I didn't like about the show. There were no,
there was one female. There was one.
As I said, there were no hot chicks in the show.
Whoa. The one lady, she was gorgeous. Come on.
One lady.
That was Loki you were looking at.
No. It was the time judge lady.
I thought the clock
was the judge. Yeah,
I thought the animated clock was the sexiest girl on the show.
Which, by the way, was voiced by Tara Strong.
That's right. I do know that.
Well, I do like Tara because she was Harley Quinn in quite a few things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
since we're bringing up Tara Strong and all that stuff, we can bring up what is it? We're gonna bring up Masters of the Universe. What did you guys think of the trailer?
Wait. Who was Tara in that?
No. I'm just saying. Since we brought her,
We
her
went.
Tara, is He-Man?
We segued to animated features.
Yeah.
You got
So
Tara
what did you
Strong
think?
mixed up with He-Man, you know.
No, because
Maybe she's
so
She-Ra.
there's one
Maybe
person that
she's
voices something in the trailer that
Evil
was
N.
in it. It was in the show with her. That's the main reason I freaking did that, to where we jumped to that. So
You segue,
because
right.
segue.
We were talking voice acting, and then speaking of voice actors, we have an animated show with a bunch of voice actors.
Right.
6 Degrees of
That's a
Mark
good
Hamill.
But
I saw the trailer and great trailer.
I thought the trailer looked great.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like
animation looks great.
It's just the only issue I have with I only have one issue, and my issue is the problem is people that've watched the Batman animated series is may get Skeletor confused with, if you're just hearing it and not watching it, you're gonna think it's freaking Joker being Skeletor. But
Yeah, I don't think people watch animated movies or shows without watching them.
Through the years, I've often mistaken He-Man for Batman because they have the same last name.
I thought the animation was like really good anime style, really intense musculature, very fetishized, a step up from what we've been seeing on animated features. So I don't know, I liked it.
The music that they had in the trailer, it was great. You know, the whole this is a series from the 80s, so they use a popular song from the 80s, like kind of like an updated version of it. And then like when it gets to the part where he's like, I have the power, like I was just like, yeah, like just brings back memories, man.
I didn't like his voice.
Is this a series or is it just like 3-episode thing, or what is it? Is it a movie or a series? Or
I think it's a first season, and I think if it does well, they'll probably do a second season.
Now
that's
probably like a 10 episode type of deal.
It could be like 6 episodes. It could be 8 episodes. I know like Netflix likes when they do like seasons and shows, they like to do them in small increments. Like the recent Transformers animated stuff that they're dividing into 3 series. Yeah, and like I think it was like 4 to 6 episodes per series or something like that. So a lot of it has to do with just budget. A lot of it has to do with just what they've come up with, what they've worked with. Like people's attention span is just getting smaller and smaller, right? So they don't want to do long seasons; they want to do short seasons.
I feel attacked by you saying that.
Yeah, and then the sad thing too is that you make these short seasons, but then they make them, like Netflix's big thing is binge it all, watch it all in one day. So you can sit there, you can watch all of He-Man in one day, and then guess what? You're going to have to probably wait another year or two to watch all the episodes of the next season in one day. So I think like what HBO Max, what DC Universe was doing, what Disney Plus is doing, where they're releasing 1 episode a week, that is the best way to keep the excitement going for a series. It's that water cooler talk, right? It's the people getting around like, hey, did you see that episode last week? Oh man, it was awesome. Like, hey, I can't wait for next week. I got to catch, or if people who are behind, like, oh, I can catch up. Like you have all these people that watch these shows. They'll watch a whole entire season in one day, jump on here. They'll go on like YouTube. They'll go on social media and they'll just blurt all the spoilers and do all this stuff and talk about this series when the majority of people haven't sat down and binge watched all of it, So
that's why you always put spoiler warnings up. That's why.
You
do, but not everyone does that.
That's why you don't look on these things to find them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you go to YouTube, you have to look.
You
have to look for the video, a spoiler video.
I don't look for the spoilers. The spoilers find me.
I mean, now if you go to Instagram or Facebook or Twitter,
that's the whole reason you get spoilers, because you run a group. The group's gonna be sharing in the group, so no surprise.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not even talking about my group. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about like I'm on a lot of social media. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. So but the thing is that there's people that like to blurt it out. You know, it's almost like it's a race, right? Like, hey, I'm first. Look at me, I'm first. I win.
Because they want to get the views. That's the whole thing. That the main reason they do that is
They want
so
the
they can
numbers,
get
they
the
want the
views.
views.
Clickbait.
I feel like Anthony's
What?
like
Anthony
doing a
wants to
great
say
impression
something. So
of
what's
Yeah.
Anthony want to say?
We just
Abbott?
did
Like
a
from
review
Abbott
of Hard
Costello?
Target, and that was spoiler heavy.
Yeah.
Did I nail that, Anthony? Were you doing an Abbott impersonation? Like,
I don't know.
He's got De Niro going now.
You
that
blew
looks like Robin Williams. Like he's trying to like animate the genie or something.
He's got like 6 characters going.
Fucking Jeff just left. He's like, fuck this shit. Anyway, now that he's gone, he's back. Oh,
Hold on.
now he's got.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
oh.
Hey, don't you think? I didn't watch He-Man that much when I was a kid.
Oh God, are you gonna make the jokes? Is this what this is?
Like Kevin Smith? Me and Kevin Smith didn't watch He-Man, but we're gonna say that we did, and we're gonna post it all online how much we loved He-Man. But if if you look back at Kevin Smith's He-Man,
yeah,
Twitter from 2010, we'll both admit that we've never watched He-Man when we were kids. However, no, I got to make the joke. He-Man and Skeletor, do they have like a gay thing going on?
No. The whole running joke, and I'm sure you remember the series. What was it on MTV? Like I Love the '80s or whatever. Or maybe that was a VH1 or whatever.
VH1.
So like they talked about He-Man, and when you saw, and like I didn't pick up on this when I was a kid, but I mean like I go back, I watch it now, and because they pointed it out, I can never unsee it. Like it's there. When you see them like fighting and wrestling, right? It's like you see them kind of like just hugging each other and squeezing and like. So like, yeah, I mean, nowadays, if you're very attentive, you can be like, wow, this He-Man, the original 80s He-Man was a little homoerotic right there, you know, like
and
there's just muscular guys.
And there's
like,
nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just looking at He-Man's costume and his hair and the way he rides that battle cat.
And he's glistening.
I'm just thinking he looks like he should be in a parade this month. That's all I'm saying.
Let me tell you something. The only thing that did not age well in He-Man was that hairstyle. When you looked at his hair from the 80s, I'm like, that looks ridiculous. Like that's
you can't do that and have the hair
great.
In the wind.
He looks great.
He had like this really long bowl cut, and then he had like bangs cut, and I'm just like, this looks. How do I describe it? This looks like a type of haircut that a character from Napoleon Dynamite would be wearing. I'm just like,
that
it
was
doesn't
a great
work.
movie. So,
but it just to me, like I look at the hairstyle now and I'm like, it doesn't work.
It's the same hair. Did anyone see Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Yeah.
It's the same haircut that what's his face Stifler had in the van.
Oh yeah.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah. Lord fucking Byron in the van there, you know?
Yeah. And but no, like that's the only thing I think that didn't age well was the hair. I mean, obviously the hair looks a lot better in this updated version.
I'm excited for it at least. It's coming out in July, right? At the end of July or something like that?
I believe July, yeah. It just looks awesome. The action looks awesome. The animation looks awesome. It looks like a lot of fun.
I forget there's supposed to be a comic coming along with it too, right?
Yeah. Dark Horse is doing a comic book, and then also they're actually making new action figures, which they look amazing. So these new He-Man figures that are getting ready to come out, that's going to be popular. That's going to be great.
The retro figures have been in the stores for months, and they're actually cool.
Oh yeah, retro figures.
They're like new figures. They're like $20 though.
Yeah.
These new figures are like McFarlane style, detailed, like badass looking figures. You know, these are like the way better like He-Man figures.
But don't DC own Warner Brother owns them, don't they? DC owns the rights to no. Who owns the rights?
No. I mean, technically, right now, if Netflix is
Dolph
releasing it, they have the distribution
Netflix,
rights.
Yeah,
Courtney Cox,
closely,
CeeLo Ward.
Chloe Grace
No, but yeah, no, I mean,
Oh.
either way, like action figure collectors, they're gonna love this new set of He-Man figures that are coming out. Cartoon series looks great. If this does really well, I'll tell you what. Right now, if Netflix actually does get a lot of success with this He-Man series, I hope that they work out a deal with Hasbro because they're already doing Transformers. Right? We have the Transformers animated series. We have
Mattel owns He-Man.
Okay.
If it does really well,
no.
they'll cancel it in the first season.
No, the reason I mentioned Hasbro is because there's another '80s property cartoon series that I would love Netflix to do.
Battle
And
Cats.
it's about a real American hero. You know, I want to see a brand new GI. If they can do a GI Joe animated series, the same style that they're making that He-Man animated series, fucking world would explode. You know, people would be like, "Hell yeah!"
Can we talk about Snake Eyes since you brought up GI Joe?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's the crazy
Snake
rich
Eyes
Asian
like
guy
comic
playing
book, Snake
Snake Eyes.
No, but I'm cool if it's a total origin story. But are we gonna see an hour and a half movie and in the last minute he puts the helmet on?
I bet you that's what it's gonna be.
That's gonna fucking suck. That's gonna suck.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't like the whole. Yeah, I don't like the whole like you see him fighting and like he becomes Snake Eyes and he puts on the helmet and like you're seeing his face the majority of the film. Like no, I don't like that at all. The whole cool thing about
we didn't know who it was. The whole
the
whole fun of that was that we didn't know who it was. We did, you know what I mean? We shouldn't. The movie shouldn't tell us who it was. You know who it is really. Because
part of the reason, part of the reason Snake Eyes.
Now if it does that, it's gonna because it ruins it for some people. You know what I mean? So it's like some people like it that likes the mystery behind it because we didn't know what race, creed he was or what sex he was. I
just think that like I don't know
what sex he was.
But I don't know what.
I'm just
maybe
you're saying that people legit watched G.I. Joe? It was like, I think that's a woman.
Hey.
I don't think that's a dude at all.
The point is, show him as the crazy rich Asian dude and how he becomes it, and then that's it. You know? But the thing is like, do like writers in Hollywood like just fucking ignore everything about the character when they write stuff? I don't get it. The whole point of Snake Eyes is the mystery. Hell, I'd take him in the 15 or 20 minutes in the G.I. Joe Rock movie over what we're getting here. Right. I was so excited when I heard they were making a solo Snake Eyes movie. And then what the fuck? But anyway, I'm just going to say what the F about it. And by the way, this video is not for children.
It's already set down there. They already know it's not set
or adults, by the way, because there's no one in the chat tonight.
Yes.
No, yes. This video is for children ages 18 and up.
That's right.
Right.
We're man children.
Yeah, pretty much. So what did you?
Or at least Jeff thinks some of us are men. You know, some of us might not be men. You know, we might be women. You know?
Yeah. So I got one. So all right. So what did you guys pick anything up to this week or anything? Pick anything new up this week? Got anything to show off?
I
got a new shredding machine.
I reread God Country. What does everybody think of God Country before we get into that?
That's one of my.
I haven't read it yet. I want to read it.
Come on, man. You own a shop too, man. Order the damn trade.
Donnie Cates, man. Don Cates.
Yeah.
You know how it is with Diamond. You know, like would you believe that it's cheaper for me to go to another comic book store and order a copy of God Country than it is for me to order it from Diamond?
I'll read it to you.
Yeah, there you
go. Page 1. The wrath of God lies sleeping. That's a Cormac McCarthy quote. How about
in the beginning there was
how
Donnie.
about we cut to the end and just read the last page to Randall?
There you go.
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
Hey,
all right, ready?
Spoilers are ahead.
Spoiler. Here's the last page.
Mm-hmm. But the big thing
everyone dies.
But the biggest
but not everyone really lives.
Well, I'm excited because I'm really excited for it to see because it's one of my favorite reads, favorite trades. You know what I mean? It's
sure.
What it helped me through because when that came out, my grandfather actually passed away, so it actually helped me through it. So it was actually a good read and everything. So I'm a big fan. I've got a couple of issue ones. I got graded issue ones. I got signed issue 1 by Donnie, and then I got the hardcover.
I'm almost positive. Yeah, I'm almost positive you love Donnie so much that he could write a phone book, and you would. No, I'm just kidding. That's just referencing back to Anthony Sicca's accents.
Actually, he announced on Facebook, on Instagram, that in December he's taking over the phone book. Donnie Cates. He's the new writer on the phone book.
There should be a series called Marvel Comics Presents the phone book. Yeah. And it should be phone numbers of every Marvel character.
So he's supposed to be writing the Hulk, like we brought it up last week, but he's supposed to be writing the Hulk too. So that's gonna be pretty exciting to see him. I would create a Marvel character.
I would create a Marvel character. His only superpower is,
his first 3 issues is gonna be creating a new character. He's gonna bring an old character from the Hulk back that nobody's seen before or haven't seen for a while, and then
Doc Samson.
He's gonna create the Brown Hulk called Shitmaster.
There's a big character called Disease since we had virus created toxin.
He's gonna create a character named after himself. How much you want to bet he's gonna try to create something like his little group that he has called the Devil's Advocates or something like that. He's gonna create some type of some type of cult, something or another. It'd be kind of interesting to see what he does in the Hulk. But I'm pretty excited for the God Country one because they got the same guy that did Sweet Tooth, same guy that wrote or producing Sweet Tooth or something like that. Yeah.
What I like about the God Country is it's like Sweet Tooth, even though I haven't watched Sweet Tooth, but just knowing it lends itself good to television. There are certain things that don't lend themselves good to television, and there's certain things that do. And I think God Country, even when I read it for the first time several years ago, I thought that it would lend itself good to a show. Also, there's so much Thor in God Country.
Yep.
I mean, anyone that's familiar with his Thor run and his
Thor,
right, and his Silver Surfer and his Guardians of the Galaxy, he likes that cosmic yet grounded stuff. And actually, not to be like heresy or anything, but I actually like his cosmic Marvel stuff, Thor, Guardians, the Silver Surfer, that Silver Surfer Black series that he did, and God Country. Yeah. I like that stuff better than the Venom stuff. I like when he's based in space. I like his stuff when he does that.
That's why I'm saying Hulk might be a little weird. You never know. He might launch him into space.
That would be cool. Hulk on the moon.
Yeah. He might. I have a funny feeling he might actually end up like somehow,
I think
Hulk kills Galactus.
I think you know what's going to happen? He's going to write Hulk like it's like a Gremlins movie, right? Like the Hulk is going to get splashed with some kind of radiated water, and off popping the Hulk is going to be different, like evil, weird versions of the Hulk.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if that does happen in one of the issues. I'm gonna go, God damn it, Randall.
It'll be Hulklands. It'll be Hulklands, or
With God Country, I just want to say this. When I first read it, my first thought was this would be something great for the Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah, that was my first thought.
Since you two have read it, who do you guys want to cast as the characters? I want to hear your guys castings for characters. Who would you guys cast for the dad and the son and all that other stuff? I want to hear Anthony's and Daryl's
Liam Hemsworth. I mean, what's one of the Hemsworth brothers? Whichever one was Thor, he's got to be in there somewhere. And just put on a little bit older makeup, and there you go.
Yeah, I was thinking of the actual Bridges, Jeff Bridges of the Great Lebowski, and then he could just transform into Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah,
it's like reverse engineering Lebowski stuff. Okay. Also, I wouldn't mind seeing, believe it or not, I know it's weird, but for some reason I'd like to see Kurt Russell in it.
Okay,
I don't know why.
Like for the son?
Kurt Russell's not buff,
right?
But how about Arnold Schwarzenegger? That's who I'd like to see do.
Well, it's supposed to be a tech. Is it?
Yeah, the accent's not going to work. All right. Sylvester Stallone. Oh, Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph would be good. Yeah.
Fucking Dolph Lundgren.
It's been a while since I read. Was there a daughter in it? Because if so,
no. Yeah,
I know this young lady. Her name is Chloe.
Chloe Grace Moretz.
Should be amazing.
Yeah, but the daughter. Yeah, there is a daughter in it. The daughter does tell the story from her point of view anyway. So, so it'd be kind of interesting to see who the older version of the daughter, because we don't see it. We only read it. The big thing is we only read it, but we don't see what's, you know what I mean. We don't see them bring her, her older self back up. But my casting for the dad was gonna be the dude that played Roseanne's husband.
Tom Arnold?
No, not Tom Arnold. Not Tom
he played the husband in real life.
Yeah, not Tom Arnold.
Jonathan Goodman. John Goodman.
Yeah, John Goodman. Yeah.
Again, Big Lebowski. John Goodman.
Yeah, John Goodman. I thought of Goodman for dad, and then son-wise, I wasn't really sure. Son-wise, I was thinking of just to be it would be funny if it was Shaun of the Dead dude. It would have been that's it. He looked a little like him.
Yeah. I think anyone could play the grandson. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Anybody could play the granddaughter.
Steve Buscemi. Big Lebowski.
Yeah, you need to read that damn book, man, before you even watch the movie. Yeah.
Oh, the movie's not going to even be out for another probably 2 years. So
yeah.
If at all.
Yeah.
Oh no! I mean,
they
announced a director. Who did they get to direct
the Sweet Tooth guy, the guy that directed the Sweet Tooth stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah, the guy who worked on Sweet Tooth. He's signed on as director. Okay, yeah.
So I'm excited
to watch Sweet Tooth because I've not read the books either. So
is Sweet Tooth about a dentist? Is that about a dentist?
No, it's about hybrid.
I know, I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
It's about Rudolph when he was a kid.
Well, it's about Hershey's.
If you guys are joining us, we're talking about God Country and Sweet Tooth and stuff like that. He-Man and Loki. Just in case you guys are joining us, that's the topics.
And most importantly, we're also talking about Snake Eyes, man or woman. You decide.
Yeah. I think Snake Eyes should be played by Nicolas Cage because he was in Snake Eyes. So.
Yes, which I actually enjoyed that movie.
One thing now, if you guys look at well, a friend brought this up. I saw Conan issue 1 at the show that we went to, and now I can't stop seeing Nicolas Cage in it because he said doesn't the art like the art on the cover of
the face?
Conan 1, face look like Nicolas Cage, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, you son of a bitch! Now I can't stop seeing Nicolas Cage in this damn cover.
Nicolas Cage should be in everything.
Yeah, and that was
just
that
someone who can do a really good Nicolas Cage impersonation and just start reciting lines from the Conan movie.
Brother Who Dat had said it. Who Dat had said it to Sean on one of the shows. He goes, Sean, hold up that cover and show Jeff. Yeah. See, and he says, it looks like Nicolas Cage. And then now we look at the damn now I look at that cover and I can't stop seeing Nicolas Cage in that damn cover.
Yeah, you see Nicolas Cage and he's like, "Hear the lamentations of the woman."
I imagine if he played Conan instead of freaking Arnold played Conan. It would have
It
been
would have been a really
weird.
skinny Conan.
Wow.
It would have been what was that movie he was in, Valley Girl?
Mm.
It'd be Conan of the Valley Girl.
Conan meets the Valley Girl.
I want to see a new Face Off.
Mm.
Ryan Reynolds and what's his face? Wolverine guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Hugh Jackman. Yeah, I've
Hugh
said this
Jackman.
before.
Oh yeah, we've talked about this before. It's deja vu.
All over again.
Trying to steal my ideas.
Steal your ideas. You don't gonna show up enough to have ideas. I'm just kidding.
Hello, Jeff Schultz. Hello, Air Spider. Jeff Schultz is coming in from the Windy City today.
From Chicago. Well, I've actually
Chicago.
met I've actually met Jeff.
Wait.
Weeks ago.
Look, why would we assume that it's the city when it could be the band? Guy could be
That's
coming
true.
from the Chicago.
Yeah.
Cue the Karate Kid soundtrack.
You're the inspiration.
That's
So-
funny shit.
What did you guys end up doing this week? Did you guys pick anything up this week? Pick any books up this week? Pick any toys? Any type of stuff up this week?
Who's first?
Oh man.
Who's-
I mean, I just bought some more Superman 123s on eBay.
123 is not issue, man.
So okay, Rando, it's
I
one
got
of
three Fantastic Four 284s.
it was one of your favorite superheroes days. What did you do?
Oh yes,
that
it was Superman Day.
Superman. Did you eat Superman birthday cake?
Actually, you know what's funny? I was actually watching Spider-Man the animated series from the 90s.
That
on
don't
Superman
count.
Day.
That doesn't count. You watch Spider-Man on a Superman day. You
How does
should've
that
watched
even
Superman.
work?
That's
Yeah.
Bizarro Superman Day. I watched
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
But you know what? Speaking of Superman, I will say this. Anthony, are you caught up on Superman and Lois?
Yes, I told you I love it. It's great.
So you saw this past week's episode.
Yes, sir.
You saw the twist.
Yeah.
And this is where they spoil it for us. Wait, this is where they spoil it for us.
No, we're not going to talk about it. But it's great. It's a great show. Love it.
Yeah, it was. And that's one of the CW's better ones.
Hasn't stopped its progression, and I think it's really good. Really good.
But I think
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
gonna end, because it's on HBO Max and CW, that's probably why
No, it's on
It's
it's
not?
on the CW and it's on the CW app. The first 5 or 6 episodes were on HBO Max, but once the
Right.
show returned and started airing new episodes, they took it off HBO Max. It was just a promotion that they were doing with HBO Max. But if you go to the
Good.
CW app, the CW app is free. You can probably go to their
Right.
website, type in the CW seed or whatever, and you can watch. I believe they have actually every episode of Superman and Lois available to watch on the CW app.
Right.
Usually, it's they only have like 5 episodes, and like
wait
if
a
you don't
couple
watch
of months.
episodes in time, it's taken
Or
off.
wait
but-
until it ends. And wait a couple of months and end up on Netflix. Because
no, it actually won't end up on Netflix as far as I know, because from what I heard,
okay.
the deal with CW is ending
Mm.
because HBO Max wants to get all of the CW shows onto HBO Max. So
okay.
right, that's why HBO Max has the first season of Batwoman.
Okay.
They have the first season of Batwoman on there. At least I think it's still on there. I could be wrong. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm still waiting for HBO Max to
if you're gonna spew facts, Randall, on this show, you need to make sure you have your facts right, okay?
Yeah.
Randall, since you own a retail shop, do you know of any new DC comics that are coming out that we should be looking forward to picking up or burning?
So, I actually picked up my books arrived late this week, so I didn't get a chance to go through the box. But I did look through. So not this upcoming Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, Infinite Frontier, the miniseries, the event book that DC's putting out, will be coming out. So I didn't realize how soon Infinite Frontier was coming out, but I'm very, very excited about that. Like I said, the writer Joshua Williamson, that's a dude to like watch out for. He's going to be one of the big writers over at DC, just hammering out all these awesome moments.
We heard all this
events that
last
happen.
week. Do you have anything new for us?
You didn't. This wasn't last week.
Joshua
Williamson
Williamson
last week.
Yeah.
week.
You
He
brought
did.
No,
up
I talked about him
Williamson.
2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, so yeah.
It wasn't
So
last week.
It's
Old
old news.
news.
It's old news. We
Yeah.
need new news. We need some new stuff.
No, I don't think there's really anything. Oh, I mean, like, I think I mentioned it last week. The Batman, the Adventure Continues. The Volume 2 is coming out. It's already out.
So
the
did
cool
you
thing
take
is
a
that
look at the Batman trade yet?
which one?
The Batman Earth 1 Volume 3 trade yet? Did you
I
have any
did
chance to
look through it. Yeah, I looked through it. Yeah. Really
what'd you think?
confusing. Really, I mean,
Okay.
it felt like they did a lot. It felt like they packed a lot in that story,
Okay.
and they leave it open, so that means there might actually be a Volume 4 for that series.
I told you. I had a feeling that Jeff Johns was gonna end up doing that.
Maybe. But I mean,
Yeah.
like I said before, all the Earth 1 series, they've all been capped at Volume 3. So if they do a Volume 4 for Batman, that will be the first Earth 1 series to get a Volume 4.
You know why
Um,
they'll do that though, don't you?
What?
Because he's Batman.
Yeah. Because the
Oh,
one
'cause, I
that
mean,
I had.
for me, like if I was editor-in-chief over at DC Comics, the rule of thumb is Jeff Johns can do whatever the hell he wants. You know,
Maybe before Ray Fisher he could have, but not now.
I'm saying if I was still, like I said, if I was DC editor-in-chief, I don't care. I feel like
If
Jeff
you were
Johns do whatever he
DC,
wants.
if you were DC editor-in-chief, there would be 22 Superman titles.
Yeah.
No,
There
there wouldn't be 2.
There
It'd
will
be 4.
Superman
There'd be
Noir.
No, 123 Superman titles. It'd be Superman 123s.
It'd be Clark
No.
Kent Noir. He
I
has
would
no
make sure
Superman
that
powers.
I would make sure that each series gets at least 123 issues. But I would only I'd go old. First off, I would go old school, back to when Superman was popular in the 90s. 4 runs, 4 series: Superman, Adventures of Superman, Superman, Man of Steel, and Action Comics. I'd go back to doing that original 4.
All right, Anthony, what you got?
What I get this week? It was here's the deal. I was on vacation this week, like staycation. I didn't have to work, so I only picked up 2 comics.
What did you do?
What did I do? I drew all week long. I drew.
I saw some of the stuff. I actually really liked it.
Finished inks.
Ooh.
Finished inks on 8 pages of Misty America.
Wow.
He's upside down.
Yeah. Wow. I'm excited, man. I'm actually excited.
Wait a minute, I feel like you're copying Naked Gun there.
I'm excited
They're
for
real
this, man.
and they're spectacular.
Yeah.
She's being interrogated by a bunch of Arabs.
Yeah. Well, when I see you in September, man, I know I'm gonna probably end up getting that Vanderella sketch from you.
Yep. 8. By the way, I inked 8 pages.
Mm-hmm.
8 pages, which was my goal.
Right.
And I also cleaned up the cover.
Ooh,
This
that's
is
nice.
the new cover
I like
A,
it.
which I know I showed before,
Right.
but this is going to be good. I might even hire a big-time colorist to do the cover and also talk to him about doing the interiors possibly. At some point, I might break from my thing. But I got to ask you guys, too. Got to ask you a question.
Okay.
What did you think about this? Most of you guys have probably read her in, oh, my God, her debut.
Right.
But I'm actually going to retcon Misty America to the 90s. She's going to be fighting terrorism and the evils of the world in the late 90s. Because I want to take, first of all, I want it to be so politically incorrect that it's great.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And then B, I don't want cell phones and modern technology.
That'd be cool.
I just want her. And plus, I'm on a 90s kick anyway, and I always have been when it comes to entertainment. Even though I'm 50
in the late 90s.
Even though I'm 50 years old and all, what's that?
There were cell phones in the late 90s.
No, but you know what? Yeah, but you know what I meant. There wasn't social media shit.
I mean, no.
Like when I read books that about vampire hunters with cell phones on Instagram, I'm not excited about it.
Well, just have the Sports Illustrated shoe phone.
But I did pick up something cool for $2.99. I picked up Red Hood and the Outlaws Volume 1.
That's cool.
New
That's a great
52,
deal.
$2.99 at my local Ollie's.
Ollie's.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Kenneth
I'll get some good deal in those trades.
Kenneth Roquefort's art is next level anyway.
Is that how you pronounce it, Roquefort?
Mhm.
Yeah, Kenneth Roquefort.
Yep, Starfire. I remember.
Yes, because
that
I've seen him
channel.
online all the time, so I know his name is pronounced. And I got a big volume 2 of Birds of Prey.
That's cool.
Nice.
Chuck Dixon, Greg Land. This is Greg Land when he was really good before he started drawing everything like porno videos. He had a very Dodson type stuff, but
Oh,
everything
yeah,
now.
yeah.
But in the last 5 years,
references.
every face that Greg Land draws, whether it's male or female, looks like they're having an orgasm.
Oh, the O-face.
And what has got me through, speaking of orgasm, what has got me through, watch while I draw. And again, I drew 8 pages. By the way, I only had 1 page done when my vacation started 8 days ago. Now I have 8 pages done, fully inked, ready to be scanned. I have been watching the ultimate in 70s TV, Charlie's Angels season 1, the complete first season. I've been watching nonstop, and I got to tell you, I got one word: nipples. And the second thing, my alt, which is great for the Extreme Nerd Table, because maybe people don't know about this wonderful television show. I watched this TV show, I guess it was on the Sci-Fi Channel years and years ago, maybe in the early 2000s, late 90s, I don't know, 2003 maybe. My point is, it is still my favorite all-time sci-fi show. Mock me if you will. Every single thing on the show, other than the space scenes, were all practical costumes, puppetry, cool shit, and that is Farscape.
As soon as you said puppetry, I figured it was Farscape.
I am a lifelong fan of Farscape, and I was watching it every week while it was on TV, when it came back on to finish it up on the Peacekeeper Wars. And if you're not familiar with Farscape, check it out. You will not be disappointed. Nerds around the world, if you're unfamiliar with Farscape, check it out. You will not be disappointed. I guarantee.
Anthony, since you're a fan of Farscape, I got a brilliant idea for you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You do your own version of Farscape, right? But the title is called Fargoscape. Fargoscape. Right? And you make basically a comedy version of Farscape.
Hey now, my name's John Crichton. I got stuck in a wormhole,
All right, Daryl, what you end up doing this week? Pick it up or going to play frisbee golf or disc golf?
That's it. I just been playing disc golf. I got quite the injury from disc golf today, so there you
go. Yeah, you messed up your arm from the disc. Ouch!
Oh, hey, you know what though?
I thought that was a new.
It kind of was a good one.
I thought it was a new Deadpool tattoo.
No. I'm so old. I've got old person skin. If you hit it wrong, it just gets those nasty bruises.
Okay.
Dude.
But Anthony, when you were talking about the sci-fi, one of your favorite shows, my first thought was Quantum Leap. You never seen Quantum Leap?
I liked Quantum Leap.
I loved it.
That's not what I was referring to. That's all.
Well, I had a spoiler that told me that. But.
Wait, I got another series for you, Anthony.
Wow.
It's like Quantum Leap, but it's called Condom Leap, right? So it has to do with.
Hold on. I was looking for the hell.
The guy having to try on all these different condoms until he gets to the right woman or something.
You scared Daryl away, man. All right. Show you
actually, there's a new Marvel movie. It's called Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantum Leap.
It's the Quantum Mania.
Quantum Leap Mania.
Woody and Quantum Leap Mania.
So if if you guys didn't know, I went to a show. Actually went to a comic show yesterday. It was
We
in
follow you. We all know.
Yeah, you guys all know. But I'm not talking
You
about you
give
guys.
us
I'm
all the
talking about
updates
everybody
where
else
it's like,
that
hey,
watched.
guys,
I would say
check it out.
this. I was very
Yeah.
surprised that you didn't get any Vampirillas this week.
I didn't get any Vampirillas this week. I got some heavy metals this week.
He went from one more magazine format to another.
Yeah. So I picked up Joe Jusko's first works. He was 17 when he got published. When this got published.
He was just 17. Do
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
So this is the first Joe Jusko works. I picked
Joe's
up
only 17.
17. Yeah.
Jeff says she's too young. That's nice.
Yeah.
Who's that?
This is Boris Vallejo.
Nice.
Boris Vallejo. I picked up some Boris Vallejo. Julie Bell covers.
That sounds
Nice.
like a sandwich.
Julie
Yeah.
Bell. Julie Bell was Boris Vallejo's wife, by the way.
Yeah. It is. They're still married, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. They're old
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. And then another Boris Vallejo, A Mail Away heavy metal. So that's pretty cool. It's different from newsstand ones, so it was pretty interesting. And then I picked up a Boris Vallejo Epic. And Daryl hit the nail on the head. I did actually pick up Vampirillas.
That's what we call foreshadowing.
Yeah. I picked up issue 34, issue 71.
Okay. After Jeff, first of all, that is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a photo cover, right?
Yeah.
Jeff, after you're done, I
Mhm.
have something very important to address to the crowd. After you're done, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Something
72.
I had to verify something.
Okay. 72.
Breaking news.
74.
That's nice too.
Yeah. 77.
Wow.
And I'll tell you something funny about 78. You see the tattoo on her stomach?
What does it say? Kiss of the Dragon Queen?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's the actual story name. That's pretty funny.
Nice.
So it's I was always wondering why I had that there, and I'm like, that's a little weird. But I opened up the book and saw the story name was the same title, so that was pretty cool. So all right, let's bring it back to the panel. So that's what I picked up at the show. And,
Breaking news. Breaking
what's that?
news. About 2 months ago, we were talking about Tawny Katane.
Right.
And the following week, she died.
Yeah. Right.
Last week, we were talking about Ned Beatty.
Yeah.
He died
We
3 hours ago or
we
today.
cannot talk about the older people, man. We cannot talk about the older stars. That
What the fuck?
We
were just talking
Han
about
Solo
him,
earlier.
about Randall getting Ned Beatty's autograph, and then he drops dead today. Come on now, guys.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. That
Rest in
that,
peace,
that,
Otis.
that in Extreme Nerd Table cannot talk about anybody that we really would like autographs for or interview.
I mean, gosh, Donald Trump.
No. I didn't. I missed the news about that. Man.
Yeah. Anthony should make a comic book about Donald Trump.
Oh, and I picked this one up yesterday too.
Nice.
Oh, wait,
Mhm.
another great
Go on.
idea, Anthony. Another great idea. If you want to compete with heavy metal, I got it. Your book should be called Light Plastic. Boom. Right? Light Plastic.
Light play.
Misty America has light silicone. That's close enough.
So they're not real?
They're
Oh.
in hand.
Oh, I have to mention this since we were talking about
Uh-huh.
silicone.
Uh-huh.
There's a great film called Kingpin. The Farley brothers
Making a
directed
sequel.
it. They're making a sequel. I hope Woody Harrelson comes back.
The movie's going to be called Bill Murray's Hair.
Mhm. Oh yeah. I saw that.
Well, I don't even know if Bill Murray will come back. I mean, it would be cool if he came back, but I don't know, man.
Dude,
At least a cameo.
he came back. He came back for the new what was it? The new Ghostbusters, right? Didn't he?
Yeah, but him and Woody
Well,
you don't
Harrelson,
know until
man.
movie.
Him and
Dude.
Woody, they did both. Double tap
Zombieland.
Zombieland.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I was thinking they should have zombie Bill Murray in Kingpin.
Yes. Actually, Zombieland's next film should just be Zombie Bill Murray.
Zom Murray.
Yeah. No,
You never know. It might be named
the sad thing is, like,
Zombie.
obviously, there's one person that probably won't appear, and it'll be Mr. Randy Quaid. We won't get the Mr. Amish there to.
I
appear.
guarantee you. I guarantee you. The way we're talking, Bill Murray or Randy Quaid, we should check the obituaries next week.
I was just thinking about that as you were saying it.
Yeah.
Extreme Nerd Tables Deadpool.
Yeah. Oh, we should start that. We should start one. just to be funny. I got a dry erase board. We can keep a tally.
I think it only works. I think it only works if we talk about somebody we really, really want to meet.
All right.
Right.
There's this one lady I really want to meet. Her name is Betty White.
Oh boy.
You're gonna feel so bad next weekend. You're gonna be like, she never
Put it on the board.
Yeah.
never reached her golden years.
No.
No, what's gonna happen is that's gonna happen, and we're gonna be like, damn it, we can't talk about anybody.
Yeah, it sucks, man. I won't be able to get that Ned Beatty signature. But now I just have to look into getting all the other actors who played Lex Luthor, and try and get their signatures. So
That's cool. So what are you gonna end up doing next? Are you gonna go back to where the hell is that place again? The Superman Museum and all that other. You went there last time.
Superman Celebration.
If they have it next year.
Yeah. They're having it this year, but it got pushed to August. I saw the guests they were having there. The only person I think I would want to meet there would be she played she was on Lois and Clark with Superman. She played Martha Kent. Both of you are
don't bring her name up, because you know what happened last time we brought her name up.
No, I know.
Don't bring her name up, because you bring the name up.
I believe the guy who played her husband, the guy who played Jonathan Kent, I think he passed away.
Kevin Costner?
No, from Lois and Clark.
From the original 90s series, the Lois and Clark. That's the one he's talking about.
Yeah. There's still quite a few people I want to meet. My biggest concern right now is I got a phone call from Diamond.
Yeah, Anthony's bringing up the MegaCon guest artist list. Cool. I know one person I'm gonna end up probably going to see the first day is probably going to be Greg Capullo, because I have the Lady Death card, the trading card that I want him to sign, and the Lady Death art book. So I'll have him sign both of those things.
And Donnie Cates. Donnie Cates, all 4 days.
Yep.
Ryan Otley.
Nice.
My Little Pony, Brianna Garcia.
Yeah. And then
Greg Horn.
I'm hoping Greg's thumb gets a little bit better. Did you see on Instagram what happened to his thumb? He smashed it with a piece of wood or something like that. And he can't really even hold a pen right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about, hey, for us old timers, Daryl, look at Michael Golden going to be appearing all 4 days.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I've met him. He's nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind meeting him.
Bob McLeod.
Yeah.
Joe Rubenstein. Alex Saviak. Andy Smith.
Yeah.
Larry Stroman, by the way, very underrated artist. Larry Stroman, when the X Factor changed artists, great artist, very cool style.
I gotta
Frank
meet him
Thierry,
because my first
bunch of nobodies that no one's heard of.
Yeah,
like Anthony Adelso Corona will be there.
Except the one that created zombie what was it? Zombie Tramps on there too on this list.
Who's Chris E.N.T from the Lady Death universe?
Yeah,
guy who drew Casper. Chris Lee. Bunch of people.
Yeah. And Dan Mora.
Hey, Dan, was it Mendoza?
Yeah.
From Zombie Camp?
Yep.
Oh, Carl
I got
Molina will
that.
be there. That's great. I've met Carl. Carl's one of the nicest guys, man.
Carl is super nice.
I think I'll walk up to every one of those tables and meet everybody. It won't be a bad thing. And then
Jamie Tyndall will be there from White Widow.
Yep, I've met him. Nice guy, but he won't sign like Randall was saying. He won't sign anything from Dynamite either that he's done because Dynamite didn't pay him or suppose. Yeah, that's what. That's the thing.
Comic creators, that's a solid list of people, but unfortunately MegaCon's expensive, so
we got all the Lord of the Rings guys there. Look at Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
We got Dave Bautista.
Yeah. Oh, Shatner will be there.
Shatner, Takai, and James
Marston.
Nice. That'd be it's a little small, but you think it's gonna get any bigger, Anthony? You think any more people? You think so?
Yes, I do.
I would like to meet Takai. I think he'd be awesome.
A few more inches.
You know what he's gonna say when he meets you?
Oh my.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna ask for your cell number. He's gonna say, "Can we play some disc golf?"
I'm gonna be like, "How you doing?
How you doing?" He's gonna be like, "Beam me up."
So he's like, "Oh my, what big arms you have!"
So do you want a do you want a signature from him? No.
Not unless I meet him. I got to meet him in person.
Yeah, he did play Brainiac. He was on Smallville.
Well, a joke in our we'll video chat him for you.
Oddly enough, though, my favorite role that he's played is Spike from Buffy.
Oh yeah.
Just getting the Simply Incredible podcast. Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah. Watch it. It's gonna cost me a freaking $100 just to get him to say all that.
Hey, as long as I don't have to say it.
More.
No, but
there'll be a video.
Have you got
a video of Jeff like rubbing his ass in pain, like he's like walking away, like you don't know what I had to do, guys, to get him to say, "Oh my."
Jeff's like, why is there a tribble up my ass?
I should have thrown Rando in that mix too before I get in that mix. Rando's good. Rando's gonna take one for the team.
Yeah.
Hey, is Chloe going to be there?
Nah.
God only hope. I hope.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
The cool thing about Brendan Fraser is I actually have a Doom Patrol comic. I have like one of those like from DC Universe.
Where are you gonna go?
Huh?
Are you going?
I mean, when is it again? Is it in August?
August 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th.
Yeah. I mean, if I go to MegaCon, it's just to, hang out with Anthony. Because I know like he's going, so I wouldn't go the whole weekend. I'd probably just go for one day.
I'm going for all four. I'm going for all four. So I'm just gonna be hanging out with everybody that's coming. So Anthony,
I do not have.
Jeff's gonna be sleeping on the floor of my room.
Yeah,
pretty much. But I had it from last year, anyways. I had this thing from last year because
me too.
Yeah,
I did too.
Anthony, you're totally wrong. What are you talking about? Jeff's going to be staying with George Takei.
Oh yeah.
That's messed up, man. Yeah.
No.
I'll make sure to bring the triple back for Randall.
Okay.
Talk, and then we could talk about what we picked up that weekend.
Yeah. I picked up a new triple disease.
I'm getting a shot for what I picked up.
No, you're gonna have George Takei. You're gonna say like, hey, can you say a few things for the podcast? And one of them is going to be like, details are down below.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it'd be cool, man. Just to hang out with people, hang out. The main reason I'm gonna do all 4 days is to hang out with people and bull crap.
Yeah,
And
I like.
I mean,
the Thursday. The Thursday is nice. That first
Yeah.
day is real nice. It's like it's really everyone's pretty accessible
Yeah.
and pretty easygoing, and Saturday is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Saturday is
Saturday,
nuts.
and then or was it that Thursday, Friday? Friday's probably gonna be a little bit of a hectic, maybe kind of, but I know Thursday is gonna be the easiest day to get signatures. If I'm gonna get signatures,
Yeah.
Thursday would be the easiest day. Then probably Friday, shop around,
if
and then Sunday shop around some more.
if you meet Dave Bautista, just go up to him and say, "Is it as big as everyone says it is?" That's the biggest rumor going around in WWE for years. Is apparently the size of his
Yeah, he's gonna look at me like
Oh my!
Oh my! Hey, George Takei over there. He wants to know.
So if you see,
be funny. It's like if I'm standing there and I'm trying to get like a selfie with him, and someone's like, "You can't take pictures." I'm like, "What are you talking about? There's nobody behind me. There's nobody behind me. I don't see anybody. Dave's there. You're telling me that Dave's there? If he is, he's invisible."
Yeah.
Exactly. He's
he's gonna be like.
Yeah, my biggest thing is if I end up doing that and I get body slammed through a table, I go, Daryl told me to ask.
Wait, I take that back.
Maybe that's John Cena behind
nowhere and body slams Jeff Long. Like,
yeah, but
no photos.
You know how funny that's gonna end up being? I'll end up on the news because I get body slammed through a damn table because I asked how big something was. They go, what happened? I asked him how big his schlong was, and I got body slammed through a table.
Whoa! Who said that? I just said, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, we're running on an hour and 11 minutes, man. That happens.
It's been downhill since the first 5 minutes.
Yes. Yeah. It was all fun and games until Batista's fault come out.
If by some miracle I end up making a lot of money right before MegaCon, then I'll go I'll go the whole weekend, because then I'll have the money. But right now I gotta tighten the belt. I spoke to a rep over at Diamond, and so she's like, "So you haven't ordered anything in a while. Do you want us to close the account?" And I'm like, "Not really. I'm just waiting until I get some more money so I can start ordering stuff from her." Or from them, and so apparently she told me I have $900 in credit. So she's like, you can order the books and then just before when you get an invoice, call me, message me, and then we put the credit on your invoice or whatever.
It sounds like that sounds like a Columbia House deal.
Yeah. Your first cassettes are free.
If you order 1,000 comics for a penny, we'll bill you later.
The sad thing is their minimum is still $450, right? And I'm like, how is your minimum still $450? You're about to lose Marvel.
It's like that's a lot of
yeah. Like, do stores really drop $450 through independent publishers? Big stores, yes, because you have a lot of clientele, you have a lot of customers, but small stores, $450 just on all the different independent publishers. I'm like, nah, that's high for like the small stores and small businesses. But she says that's what they aim for. Oh, which by the way, you probably haven't seen the update on it, but Lunar has struck a deal with Marvel Comics, and starting next year, they will also be distributing Marvel Comics. So Lunar is distributing Marvel and DC, and then on top of that, Penguin Random House, which I followed up with Penguin Random House. I updated my account. I even have a phone number to speak to reps over at Penguin Random House, so I can find out what all the deals and offers. So it's an interesting site. I haven't ordered anything from them yet. The weird thing is, I don't think you can order like individual graphic novels or trade paperbacks. I think you have to order them in bundles. So that means I can't order any graphic novels because I don't need 12 copies of a graphic novel series because I'm lucky if I sell 1 or 2 graphic novels. So to order 12 and then for the bulk to come in, it's like, so
Just wait and go get them at Ollie's.
Yeah, just go to Ollie's and buy it.
I mean, that's the
Sell it.
thing is Ollie's probably has some deal with Diamond where they basically, because they order in bulk, but not even just order in bulk, but like I swear to God, Diamond's like, we have a lot of these books we need to make space for. This is a lot of the stuff we put on liquidation. So we're going to sell it to you in bulk, that's what they do. I'm pretty confident that's what they do. Because I've been to Ollie's, I bought some stuff, and I look at the prices, and I'm like, yeah, this looks like the liquidation price I saw. That's like the one thing I did like about Diamond is when they had their liquidation sales. It's great when you have the money. You can just order in bulk, and before you know it, you have a giant box of just like all these awesome trades and single issues, variants, and whatever that they have in liquidation. But no, we'll see. But I mean, I'm trying to keep my account open with Diamond for as long as possible. But worst case scenario, if they're like, "Oh, we got to shut you down," I'm like, "Okay, I'll be able to get my Marvel and DC. I just won't be able to get independent books." But seeing as how I do have to order from Diamond pretty soon, I will start ordering some independent books. So I'll be ordering like Jupiter's Legacy. I'll be ordering stuff from Image, stuff from Boom, IDW. I just won't be ordering too much because I don't want them to rate me in shipping costs.
You don't want them to ship the box up
the Drax.
Up where
yeah, I don't want them to shove the Drax up my butt or then Drax's schlong or whatever. Yeah, I don't want that up my butt.
So all right, what you got going on, Rando? And it's gonna get even more downhill. So what you got going on this week? Besides sorting books and besides doing your normal thing.
My normal routine. I might be going to Busch Gardens.
Oh, cool.
Go there. And I got a Busch Gardens pass, so like I can go there as many times as I want. I got the gold pass, so I have the free parking. So I'll probably be going there. I have been making more TikTok videos. I did a TikTok video in celebration of Superman Day. You saw it, but I'm sure many people on here who watch this aren't aware of it. Yeah. But if you want to see the whole video, you can go to my TikTok page at Randall Begins, and you can see the nice 1-minute video of showing off all my Superman collectibles that I have in my room. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping pretty soon here, like little by little, I'm getting more free time. I just redid the master list, sub list, because I'm going to be, tightening up my orders. I'm not going to be over ordering too much DC stuff. So I did that today. That was pretty productive. And I put in my orders earlier today. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Like with more free time and more stuff I'm knocking out of the way pretty soon, I will be able to actually promote and go through these boxes and start selling these books. Got to make some space.
All right. What you got going on, Daryl?
Disc golf chat Thursday nights. That's about it.
Gonna bring back? You bringing back the other show that you were doing, like
Origin Stories? Right now, to be honest with you, the comic book world where it's at now has kind of killed my passion for comics. It's so much of it. I just keep hearing everything is, well, it's spec market. And after a while, I'm just like, I don't even care. Right. And it's kind of crushed my spirit a little bit.
Okay.
So right now it's kind of on pause for right now.
All right.
So hopefully hanging out with you guys is kind of get the fire going a little bit, throwing a few titles I might be reading before long. So right now it's kind of on pause.
Good. Well, good that you need a break from it, man, sometimes, So.
Yep.
All right, Anthony, what you got going on besides drawing and besides working?
Yeah, well, besides working on Misty America #1, I this Tuesday night at 8:00 on my YouTube channel, I'm going to be doing another movie review Daryl is going to be joining me, along with the martial artists I had on last time. We're going to be reviewing The Crow, starring Brandon Lee. And I'm going to be tying in James O'Barr's
that's going to be cool.
Volume 1 into the movie. It is, again, like I know I name-dropped Raiders of the Lost Ark, but The Crow is in my top 10 movies of all time and is easily top 5 comic book movies of all time. I didn't say superhero. I said comic book. And that ranks in there in the top 5 of all time of all companies and et cetera, et cetera. I really love 90s films. I love the practical effects. It'd be nice if they didn't shoot their stars by accident. But there's a lot to talk about The Crow. And because of the success of the Hard Target video I did, I decided to do another classic with The Crow. Happens to be one of Daryl's favorite movies, or he lied just to get on the show. Jeff, anybody's welcome if they're off on Tuesday nights.
I'm not. I'll be at work, I'll be watching.
I really loved Crow and the Gladiator. I thought he was fantastic, man.
Wow. Okay. Now that's why you won't be invited. But that's it, man. And again, I want to close the stream by saying something to Daryl. Daryl, I know you don't have a lot of comic book stores, or if any comic book stores in your area, but please go to flea markets. Go to any local conventions.
It's
Why don't you
dead here. The comic book market around here is completely dead. Went to a flea market today, not a single comic book there.
Well, I have one other solution then.
Mm-hmm.
Go on eBay. Think about comics that you used to read when you were a younger man that maybe you never collected, or that you don't have them anymore, or maybe something that you didn't know that you liked. For example, I'm going to give you a quick example, less than a minute. Years ago, I used to love reading, in the early 80s, I used to love reading Legion of Superheroes. I searched out key runs by Keith Giffen, Paul Levitz, Legion of Superheroes, early 80s, late 70s. Then I completed a collection of them at flea markets. But again, forget flea markets. Go on eBay, look up anything, whether it's Uncanny X-Men by Chris Claremont, John Byrne, that maybe you're missing, or even stuff. And here's the thing that I said from day one of this show and other shows that I appeared on that don't air my shit anymore. But I used to make fun of these fuckers that used to spend all this money on keys and shit, because our buddy Jeff over here, right? He doesn't care whether the Vampirellas that he's collecting are worth hundreds of dollars.
Nope.
He just wants to buy them because he likes them. It's like I said, no one is out there hunting down Legion of Superheroes comics from 1982.
Right.
So because of that, or like G.I. Joe, you want some Larry Hama classics other than the one where Snake Eyes doesn't talk the whole issue? There's a lot of those. There's a lot of those comics you can find on eBay, and you buy them in lots, which we all know that. You could buy a lot of 50 of Sergeant Rock or GI Combat or Unknown Soldier or Jonah Hex or Marvel 2-in-1. Fantastic title, pun intended. Marvel 2-in-1 with The Thing or Spider-Man. Really good shit, and they're really worth no money. So the thing is that I suggest anyone who's watching or on the panel, if anyone is disheartened by the current comic industry, go back and pick up shit that you never read in the first place, that you missed because of money or timing, or because there wasn't a direct market back when we were kids. You picked shit up at the candy store. Go search out that. Go look for all the copies of Omega Men, except the one that has Lobo in it.
I got an idea. Why not go on Craigslist and look for people in your neighborhood, in your area, that are selling off books? Like, hey, I need to get rid of these darn things, and just go there and say, hey, I'll take them off your hands for like $10.
Or guys and girls who want to play with tribbles and disc golf.
Yeah.
But my point is, I like when you said something about I don't want to like look at them or read them or into them or whatever. That fucking breaks my heart, because that Muhammad Ali versus Superman right behind you,
I want one of those.
You should just do a video talking about how much you love that book, because that book is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And that book is better than 800 first appearances of whoever's in the comics today, and all the people appearing on movies. That's the shit right there. And also, and can I tell you something? I want to say one more thing real quick, not to promote another video, but a huge YouTube channel, Cartoonist Kayfabe.
Yeah.
Go watch that channel. Because it's called Cartoonist Kayfabe. If you're not familiar, Daryl, I'll send you the link.
Mm-hmm.
They cover stuff that has cost me so much money in the last year, because I'll look at one of their episodes and I'll remember either reading it or owning it or seeing it, and I'll be like, holy shit, I got to go pick this up. Okay? Yeah. Cartoonist Kayfabe. C and then a K. Cartoonist Kayfabe. Amazing. Everything from Image to Wizard magazine to whatever, and they just give it all. And it's like, oh God, that one issue of Marvel Fanfare. They'll go into an issue of Marvel Fanfare, and you'll be like, oh shit, that was great. I don't have that anymore. I got to go buy that on eBay.
I will say I kind of want to collect all the Wizard magazines now.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, videos like that will and to be honest with you, a Wizard magazine. I have about 50 copies, some still in bags and doubles. When I'm feeling disheartened or disinterested in comics, modern comics, I thumb through those and I'm like, wow, you know what? I'm going to pick up this whatever comic that came out in 1991 that I never picked up, and I'm going to look for it on eBay. I'm going to spend $5 and I'm going to be excited when it comes in the mail. And that's really what it's about.
I'm on eBay right now, and out of nowhere, because I love Meteor Man, right? I enjoyed the movie Meteor Man. And I know that Marvel did a comic series, and I was curious like how many issues it was. I think it was like 5 or 6 issues. And so I went on eBay. Yeah, 5 issues. I went on eBay, and there's a guy that's doing a bid right now, right? All 5 issues. Starting bid is at $5. Nobody's bid on this. The cutoff is tomorrow night. So my goal is like tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, I'm going to put in the bid for $5 and see if I can get it for $5.
And that's all I'm saying. Keep the love alive by finding the stuff that used to turn you on to reignite that. That's all.
Yep.
All right. After that, I can't top that. So, but I'll let you guys know what I'll let you guys know what I'm up to. Yeah, I'll let you guys know what I'm up to this week. I'm gonna be up to Extreme Nerd Table next week, but I'll be working, so I won't be on the Nerdy Collective show. But Robert's gonna have a guest. Be sure to tune into Robert's channel. But I'll have Cantonese Comics every Wednesday, guys. I'll show off my poll, and then I'll even have a poll on my Instagram. Just put it in the poll, or put it in this video, or put it in the Cantonese comic video. See what you guys want to learn in Cantonese. And then I'll Silver Age Sundays is again. I've come back next week, maybe depending on if Cookie's free or if Boat's free. If one of us is free, we'll end up doing it. So just to make sure to be tuned in or make sure to be subscribed to us. That's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching the Extreme Nerd Table, and we'll see you next week. Crap. Hold on.
Say which way?
He just left. He's like,
we're gonna stay online now.
Oh, and we're still live too.
Yes.
Oh, we are still live.
We are still live.
Boy.
What if he dumped out
Surprise.
and never ended the show? All right, now thank you for joining the March of Dimes marathon.
Welcome to part 2.
We are raising money